Good afternoon. It's Saturday, November, whatever it is, 4th, 5th, 4th. Look at that. That would be the flowering pear. And look what's missing. Yep. I got my electric chainsaw on a pole and managed to take off as much weight as I could. There's a lot of weight. Let me tell you, flowering pear wood is very, very heavy. But if you look, I sacrificed a limb there and one there. And that, my friend, that was the catalyst that started this. The weight from that releasing the good maple branch. I had taken off the other weaker maple branch first, but the strong maple branch that was holding this whole thing up allowed the weight of this whole monstrosity. So all this came tumbling down. I wish I videotaped it. The noise of the wood exploding was incredible. But I have to say to Anthony, give credit where credit is due, as I cut that piece of wood, after I'd moved all the wood over there, and this whole thing, as I cut that piece of wood, and I began to hear, right here, the cracking noise of the maple, as it began to come down, and this branch, the whole thing, right, began to also come forward. They were kind of like V'ing against each other, so it did not hit the house. But as the branches and the limbs came down, and this began to fall very close to me, I began my escape route, which I had planned over here. This is how I escaped. Running here, straight out. Kept on running. Pants were falling down. I did not stop running until I got into the street. And while you might think, it looks easy, believe me, it's not. But I just wanted to give thanks to Anthony and let you know I thought about you. See, when imminent danger is upon you, your life may be extinguished at any given moment. Normally, you would say, "Oh Lord Jesus, help me, save me." But what was the thought that ran through my mind? What was the thought that ran through my mind? Yes, I had my goggles on, I had my hat on. Anthony, from when we were children, your words, "Run, fat boy, run!" That's what I was thinking of as I ran away from this. I'm not even joking. So, don't know what we're going to do with this, but it's down. This is all the mess. It's on the ground. This is some of the wood. I got it away from Norman's property, so shouldn't be too much to complain about. But for now, anyway, until the code violator comes by and says, "Oh, you can't have that all on your property. You can't have all that mess on your property." But there you go. It did not hit the house. Oh my goodness. The next branch, should we decide to keep the tree up and not remove the whole thing, would be this, because this could swing down and hit the house. And then there's the one over there that's aiming towards Norman's corner of his house. But anyway, so here's a little tiny route that you can kind of get in there. But the tree is down, and here I am. Run, fat boy, run. Thanks, Anthony. I'm not even making that up. You think funny things when things are happening. So, anyway, there you go. Give you something to do when you show up here, if we haven't already gotten rid of the tree by then. We'll see. I mean, it's obviously not in danger of hitting the house now, so I'm not even that worried about it, you know, at this point. I just didn't want it falling further. And of course, what I thought was that the broken piece over there was going to stay, but that started to go too. So the whole thing came straight down. And this is the old maple tree where you and me, as children, posed underneath. Got those adorable pictures of us as kids. Of course, the tree was not all messed up. That was the original limb, and it had fallen over in a storm. And then this limb here and this limb here grew up to counterbalance the tree. But that's the original branch. If you ever see the picture of me and or Anthony posed against a maple tree, that's the one. But and I think he took pictures of Hunter at one point. So that's the new maple tree, very hardy maple tree. This little guy right there, that held up that whole thing. That branch did all of that support. So, like I said, flowering pears, they are so brittle and they are so heavy. They're very, very heavy. But anyway, just wanted to let you know the good news. I'm going to go inside and sit down for a minute because I've been standing up for a while. I took my jacket off because it was sweating. And eventually I took off my goggles when I realized I didn't need them anymore. And there you go. So maybe I'll load up Mr. Pickup Truck, if I'm up to it, with logs. But the important thing is we're good to go for now. Okay? So thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And love you guys. Oh my goodness.